you later. Congratulations, Erika SLEZAK.
On March 17, Erika SLEZAK celebrated her 40th anniversary as Victoria Lord Davidson on One Life to Live.
Here's to you, Erika.
Judith, you know, I really have nothing to add to what I've already told you about Allison.
You didn't say very much. I read the police transcripts.
That's it. I mean, whatever I remembered, that's what I told them.
Well, you know, sometimes if you go back over things, you remember details that you might have forgotten.
Yes, but that's really not the case here at all. You see, if anything, the memory's gotten very blurry. It's as if the trauma of seeing that poor girl hit by the car has pulled a fog over everything. Maybe if I saw the transcript, it would make me remember things more clearly. Can you get a copy of it?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, because when I read it over, I'm quite sure that it will spark details, and I'll remember better. Judith, I don't really want to bring this up, but Tom Dennison convinced me that I should ask you about the fact that I saw Jamie in the parking lot of the Green Dragon restaurant that night. Do you think that he would admit to seeing me now?
Look, Viki, I already asked him. He said he was not there. I think that's the story he's going to keep because he feels that he faces lesser charges that way. I don't know. I can't explain my son to anyone, to you or even myself. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I won't ask anymore.
I will ask him before the trial starts. Do you have a headache?
I think it's just tension, all of this.
I've got one, too. Why don't we just drop this right now, and I'll get hold of the transcripts.
I would be so very, very grateful to you if you could do that.
Viki, are you sure you're not holding something back?
Oh, Tom, I can't keep my feelings to myself any longer. It's you I love, not Clint.
No, it's because I'm Joe Riley's twin brother.
No, you're wrong. I've come to appreciate the man that you are. Of course, there are similarities between you and my beloved Joe, but I suppose I've been attracted to you for that, too. But I've come to know and to adore Tom Dennison. You are a man of compassion and warmth and wit. Oh, Tom, you're not just the man that I've come to depend on. You're the man I've come to love.
Dennison, you're crazy. It's Clint she loves. She's Clint. She'll always love Clint.
Hello, Charles.
Oh, hi, darling. I was wondering where you were.
I had an appointment with Viki Buchanan.
Ah, so. At least you had something to take your mind off Jamie for a while.
Not really, since she insists she saw Jamie behind the Green Dragon restaurant.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten about that.
Well, I didn't. Once again, I have a defendant our son could clear. I cannot stand it, Charles. I just can't stand it. How could we succeed so brilliantly in our careers and fail so miserably as parents?
Judith, stop the recriminations. We haven't failed as parents. We have a beautiful daughter who has lovely traits that everyone admires, and I have some good news along that line. She's going to stay here with us.
When? Till next week?
No, I mean for a while. We talked earlier, and I told her that we'd like to have her here, and she said she'd be here for us.
Well, that would be nice to have her here.
It'd be wonderful. So, come on, tell me about Viki Buchanan.
Well, I believe she's innocent, but there's something she's not telling me.
Such as?
I don't know. I really don't have any idea. It's just, I feel some sort of tension around her. I can't describe it. When I ask her if she's withholding something, she says no, but she's frightened. There's something wrong with her. Well,
Viki, hello.
Maria, hi. Are you busy?
Well, no, I just got home, in fact.
Oh.
Oh, come on in, please. And sit down.
Thank you.
I met with Tom over at the press box.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about the fact that I knew your secret. He wanted to be assured that I wasn't going to tell anybody, particularly Clint.
Oh, yes, particularly Clint.
But, Viki, I understand that. Now, I thought I made myself perfectly clear when I said that I was on your side and that I would do anything I could to help you.
Yes, you did. It's just that Tom got me very anxious because he pointed out that you might decide to take court into your confidence.
Oh, no, Viki, dear heavens, I would never do that. Listen, I'm the one who kept the secret from Clint about Cordero being his son for almost 20 years.
Thank you so much, Maria. I'm so relieved. Thank you. You know, you said that you would like to help me. There's the one little thing you could do for me, please.
Oh, sure. Just name it.
Well, Judith Sanders, she's my lawyer. She asked me to go over the details of that whole conversation that I had with Allison before she was hit by the car. Well, I mean, I don't remember that. All I know about it is what Tom told me and what I read in my own newspaper.
And you want me to fill you in on what I remember?
Yes, I heard that you were there. Could you do that? Not that it'll help much. I don't think anything's going to help much unless Allison comes out of her coma or unless we find out who the accomplice was and maybe get he or she to confess.
I know. If only we had some kind of lead, something that we could go on. I mean, as it is, everybody in Lambview is a suspect.
Oh, Maria, if only I could find out one person. Then the kidnapping charges would be dropped and there wouldn't be a trial. It would be so much easier to deal with this memory loss. Who knows? If we found the accomplice, maybe my memory would come back.
Yes, maybe it would. Oh, excuse me, I have no idea who that could be. Hello, Maria. Tina, what perfect timing. Your sister is here.
Tent? What tent? We don't need any tent. We'll sleep under the stars. All we need is a good blanket and some dry matches. At least that's what Sam Two Feathers always told me.
Who's Sam Two Feathers?
Who's Sam Two Feathers? Who's Sam Two Feathers? Only the greatest outdoorsman your father ever knew. He was full-blooded Mescalero Apache, and he took me on my very first overnight camping trip.
Were you scared?
Scared? Me? I was petrified. But old Sam Two Feathers, he taught me to love the wilderness, not be afraid of it. And I hope to pass that along to you two boys.
I wish Mom would come camping with us.
So do I, guys. So do I. But your mom just can't come out there, Arizona, right now. She's too busy trying to keep the paper going.
Aren't you still working on the paper?
Well, that's kind of a long story, Joey.
Who is that?
I wonder if that's the ghost of Sam Two Feathers.
Well, hey, guys, what are you staring at, huh? Don't you know me?
Hey, Gord.
How you doing?
We thought you were a ghost.
A ghost? Well, gee, guys, I don't mean to disappoint you or anything. I just thought you might be lonely down here. So I came in to join the roundup.
Well, you didn't disappoint us. Matter of fact, we're awful glad to see you.
Viki, what are you two doing here together? And don't tell me it's a social call.
Tina, is there something I can do for you?
Maria, this is not exactly an everyday occurrence. Come on, what did I miss? What's going on here?
First of all, we got a little...
Pretzels!
Yeah, a little taste of Pennsylvania so you don't get homesick. But wait, there's more. There's more. Yeah, good stuff. That's right. Latest adventures of the Kung Fu Kid and the Space Warriors. Yeah. My favorite right here. I like this one, right on plate.
Dad, what do you say we go munch out before we go camping?
Munch out? Yeah, yeah. But you know, there's something else that needs to munch out. You forget?
The horses.
Yeah, the horses. Come on. Make sure they're all taken care of before you get all wrapped up in your space warriors. Oh, say thank you to your brother, shall you?
Thanks, Kurt.
All right.
That's okay, guys.
Well, that's about the best surprise they could have had.
What, some pretzels and a couple comic books?
No.
No problem.
No, I mean, the big brother flying out to see him means a lot to him. It means a lot to me.
Well, I'm just getting settled again over at the Banner, so I had a day off. Figured I'd come on down. No big deal.
Is that a fact?
All right. I was worried about you guys. Thought I'd come down, see if I could help out.
Just your being here is help. Sit down. Let's grab a bite to eat.
Oh, wow, look at this. You know, Clint, tell you the truth, I wasn't too worried about the boys. Thanks. I figured they'd be fine once they got here to the ranch. It was you I was worried about. You and Viki.
Well, any problems we have, Cord, problems we made for ourselves, and we're just going to have to unmake them.
It's kind of hard to do long distance, don't you think? I'm sorry, that was out of line.
Well, maybe it wasn't. Maybe you're right. Maybe I have been spending more time avoiding my problems than I have been trying to resolve them. You know, I just don't know what the hell to say to Viki anymore.
Have you tried telling her how you feel?
Oh, yeah, I've done that all right. I came out and flat asked her if she and Tom Dennison were having an affair.
Sounds like you can be as subtle as I can sometimes. What did she say?
What do you think she said? She flat denied it.
Look, Clint, I know you've got your suspicions about this thing, but Viki is one of the most honest women I've ever met.
Yeah, I know. That's what kills me. But, you know, Cord, I never would have suspected her if I hadn't caught her and Tom up at that mountain cabin.
Well, what exactly were they doing when you got there?
Well, I didn't spend any time asking a bunch of damn fool questions. I just went to swinging. Now, I'm not trying to condone my actions, but I think maybe you can understand just where I was coming from.
Well, I think under the circumstances, I probably would have done the same thing myself. I just figured that my old man might have a little more sense.
Are you saying I'm imagining things?
No, Clint, I'm not. I'm just saying that it's really hard for me to believe that Viki would do something like that.
Yeah. And if I'm wrong, then I was wrong to take the children away from their mother. Is that what you're saying?
It was a perfectly simple question. What is going on with the two of you?
Tina. Oh, now my day has been made.
It has?
Yes. Well, first I had a lovely friendly chat with Maria, and now with my sister. We really don't see enough of one another, you know. We should change that starting right now.
Are you feeling all right?
Well, of course she's feeling all right. Tina, what did you want?
Cord wanted me to come by here to tell you that he had to go out of town.
Oh, a photo assignment for the Banner?
No, it's, personal. He had to go to Arizona. Viki, I'm sorry to bring this up in front of you. It's just the Cord wanted to go check on Clint and the kids.
Oh, I understand. I think Clint is very lucky to have such a good and caring son.
Yeah, I just wish he knew how lucky he was to have such a good wife. Look, Viki, if there's anything I can do to help the two of you to get back together again.
Oh, thank you. Maria was just saying the same thing.
She was?
Yes. I don't know how I can help but be anything but optimistic when I have two such trusted friends.
Who's that?
You. Maria, of course.
Viki, didn't you say you were meeting some new reporter down in the lobby?
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness, yes, I forgot. The Banner business never stops, does it? Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, you, have to rush off?
Now, really, Tina, we can't have the publisher be late, can we?
Tina, we'll get together again very soon, and we'll have time for a lovely chat.
If you say so.
Oh, Viki, thanks for coming over.
just amazing. In fact, it's more than amazing. That was the most enthusiastic greeting I've gotten from Viki in months.
Tina, if you don't mind, I just have 1,000 things I must take care of today.
In fact, now that I think about it, I mean, she didn't seem at all like herself.
She didn't? Well, what did she seem like? Now, I know what you're thinking, and that is nonsense.
You can call it whatever you want, Maria. But you are not going to kid me. No, I know exactly why you and Viki were here together.
Tina, I really don't have time for any of your foolishness.
Oh, come on, Maria. Don't tell me you've conveniently forgotten our last conversation when you were so totally convinced that Viki had turned into Nikki Smith.
Well, I was totally wrong. What I thought was a mental disturbance turned out to be a very, very depressed person.
Oh, I see. And that's your expert opinion?
Yes. Yes, I can see how painful this breakup with Clint has been for her. And it has not caused her to become Nikki Smith.
Oh, and you can see that even though you have never met Nikki Smith.
That's right. I have never met her, and I still haven't met her. And why are you so determined to prove that Nikki is back?
I am not trying to prove anything. I just care about my sister.
Really? Well, it sounds to me like you would be very pleased if Viki would show her other self. Is this your idea of sisterly love?
Don't you dare give me a lecture about love. Look, and next to Cord, nothing means as much to me as my bond with my sister.
Bond or no bond, you're going to have to go a long way before anybody believes that you really love Viki.
No, I really don't care what you or anybody else in this town believes. Excuse me. And not that you deserve it, but the rest of the message from your son is that he will return at the end of the day. Goodbye, Mother Roberts.
Goodbye, Tina. You'd better care what people think, Tina. When it comes to your true feelings for Viki, you'd better start caring a great deal.
Clint, for the kid's sake, yes. I do think you did the right thing.
Why do I get the feeling there's something you're not telling me? What is it? What are you holding back?
The other day I was looking for Viki. I wanted to have a talk with her, and I found her at the hospital, and she was with Tom. Clint, she was leaning on the man like she really needed him, like he was closer than her closest friend.
I wonder why that doesn't surprise me.
Well, it surprised me, Clint, because I just couldn't believe that Viki would behave like that.
Yeah, I know. I keep trying to tell myself the same thing.
Clint, still and all, there's no way you're going to convince me that Viki is being unfaithful. You want to know what I think it is? Really? Now, Tom Dennison, he looks an awful lot like Joe Riley, right? Now, I think for that reason alone, Viki is bound to have some feelings for the man. But listen to me, that doesn't mean that they're lovers.
You're saying all the things I want to hear and all the things I'd like to believe, Cord, but you know what? I still don't believe them. I don't know what the hell I believe anymore. I mean, is Viki being unfaithful? Has Nikki returned? Is up down? Is right wrong?
So what are you going to do?
I honestly don't know. I just hope that Viki is wise enough to take Herb Callison's offer. He called a few days ago to say that they would drop the charges if she would accept some therapy.
Well, she'll go along with something like that, won't she?
Well, the Viki I used to know would have. But Nikki or Viki or whoever the hell she is now, I don't know. And if she doesn't, the boys and I could lose her forever.
I gave myself away, didn't I? When I was all hugs and kisses with Tina, she knew something was wrong right off, didn't she?
Oh, there was a moment of suspicion, but I told her that you were bound and determined to start a brand new relationship with her.
And that did the trick?
Oh, as far as your memory loss, yes. Tina doesn't have a clue.
Oh, Maria, how can I ever repay you for... Wait a minute. You said as far as my memory loss is concerned? Does that mean she suspects something else?
Oh, it's probably nothing.
Please tell me. It's important that I know everything.
Well, I'm not really sure, but Tina kept asking me about your recent behavior, and every time she asked, the name Nicky Smith kept popping up.
Nicky, why?
Well, I don't really know how to phrase this, but I just get the feeling that Tina wanted me to believe that Nicky Smith had returned.
Why would Tina want you to think that Nicky was back, unless... Wait a minute. Maria, didn't you tell me that Tina and Nicky were friends?
Yes, in many ways. She was Nicky's only friend.
That means that Tina knew Nicky better than anybody, right?
Well, that's possible, yes. Why?
Well, I mean, this mysterious accomplice that Allison told me about. The one who wants everybody to think that Nicky Smith is back. That accomplice could be Tina, couldn't it?
No, I can never believe that with my daughter-in-law.
Well, I don't want to believe that it was my sister either, but it is possible, isn't it?
Well, Viki, well, anything is possible, yes, but... Well, Viki, now you mustn't say a word about your suspicions until you're Yes, I suppose I'm being a bit selfish, but I just don't know how Cordero would take this if he found out that his wife was involved with something as vicious as somebody kidnapping a baby and then trying to make it appear that it was Nicky Smith.
Don't worry. I won't say a word about it until I know a lot more, except to Tom, of course.
Tom? Oh, Viki, I don't know.
Oh, no, Maria. He's the only one that I can absolutely confide everything in. Believe me, if Tina is out to destroy me, Tom will help me to find a way to protect myself.
Well, if you put it that way, well, then, of course, you must tell him, but nobody else, Viki.
No.
Now, look, I don't want you to worry, and you know that you can count on me. I mean, you do believe that, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Good.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Clint, I hate this. I wish I could stay a little bit longer, but...
But a newspaper man's work is never done, right? I've heard that.
Listen, you're going to be back at the Banner before you know it. Just as soon as Viki comes to her senses and...
Yeah.
Well, soon.
I appreciate your optimism. I wish to hell I had some of it.
Now, listen, Clint, I haven't known you for a whole lifetime, but I would bet my bottom dollar that you're not a quitter. I mean, it's not my blood, so it can't be in yours.
If you say so.
Hey, Clint, I mean this. I'm not going to let you quit on this one.
Well, whatever. I am grateful as hell that you didn't fly down here because of some sense of obligation. You flew down here because we're friends. First and foremost, we're friends. And that means the world to me right now. Well,
Friend or father, I've come to care a great deal about both you and Viki. And just because I'm going back to Lambview doesn't mean I'm giving up on trying to get you two back together. If anything, I'm only going to try harder.
I know you will. And I give you my word, I will too. But let's not kid ourselves, Cord. Whether or not this family stays together or not that depends on Viki.
Well, let's just hope that Viki knows that.
Oh, I do. Well, I don't want you to miss your plane.